days walking, walking all night, walking all day, and he was tired and very hungry. At last, he came to a big house. "What a fine house," he said. "There will be plenty of food in here." So he went and knocked on the door. An old lady opened it. "Hello, my good lady," the young boy said. "I'm very hungry. Can you spare some food so I might have something to eat?" "I have nothing to give you. I have nothing in the house. I have nothing in the garden," the old lady began to close the door. "Wait," begged the young boy. "If you cannot give me something to eat, would you give me a stone?" "A stone?" the old lady asked. "What would you do with a stone? You cannot eat a stone." "Ah, that is true, but I can make soup from a stone," said the young boy. Now the old lady had never heard of such a thing. Make soup from a stone? Fancy that. "There are stones in the road," said the old lady. So the young boy went to the road and picked up a round ground stone. "This stone will make wonderful soup," said the child. "May I have a pot? May I borrow a pot?" The old lady went back into the house and returned with a pot. "Will you fill the pot with water and put it on the fire for me?" asked the child. The old lady did as she was asked, and soon the water was in the pot, and put it over here. And the pot was bubbling. The child put the round gray stone in the pot. "Now we wait for the stone to cook into soup," said the child. The pot continued to bubble and brewed on and on. After a while, the old lady asked, "Is the soup cooking fast?" "It is cooking fast," said the child, "but it would cook faster if only we had some onions." The old lady went into her garden and brought back some yellow onions. The old lady go find the onions. And into the pot went the yellow onions with the round gray stone.
Mm-hmm.
"Soup from a stone," said the old lady. "Fancy that." The pot bubbled and brewed on and on. After a while, the old lady said, "The soup sure smells good. It smells good." But not, as the child said, "but I imagine it would smell better if we had some carrots." Again, the old lady went into the garden and pulled up some carrots that she could carry. And into the pot went the thin orange carrots with the yellow onions and the round gray stone. "Soup from a stone," said the old lady. "Fancy that." And the pot bubbled on and on. After a while, the old lady said, "I bet that soup tastes so good." "It will taste good now," said the child, "and taste even better if we just had some kind of meat and potatoes." So the old lady went into her house and found some meat and potatoes she had stored in there. And into the pot went the meat and potatoes with the thin orange carrots, the yellow onions, and the round gray stone. And the pot bubbled and brewed on and on. "Soup from a stone," said the old lady. "Fancy that." After a while, the old lady said, "This soup is fit for a circle." If you think it's fit for a circle now, it would be fit for a whole sabbat with a bit of green beans and corn. So once again off went the old lady into her garden to grab some green beans and corn. Into the pot went the green beans and sweet corn with the hearty meat and potatoes, the thin orange carrots, the yellow onions, and the gray round stone. After a while, the old lady said, "This soup is fit for a circle," and the pot bubbled and brewed on and on. After a while, the old lady said, "This soup seems little. It is a little too thin." "It is too thin, isn't it?" I know what would help. It would be nice and thick if we only had some tomato sauce. The old lady went into the house and found a jar that she had canned of tomato sauce. Into the pot went the deep red tomato sauce with the green bean, the sweet corn, hearty meat and potatoes, and the thin orange carrots, the yellow onion, and the round gray stone. All the while the soup bubbled and brewed on and on. Soup from a stone, said the old lady. Fancy that. After a while, the little old lady tasted the soup and said, "This soup is great." "Yes," said the jowl, "now it's fit for the Sabbat, so we now eat." And they both sat down to eat. It didn't take them long to finish off the whole pot. The old lady said, "Soup from a stone. Fancy that." And with her belly now full, the child stood up and said, "I must be on my way." He took the stone out of the pot and placed it in his pocket. "Why are you taking the stone?" asked the old lady. "Well, the stone isn't totally cooked through, so I'll take it with me so I can make some more soup, stone soup, tomorrow." The young boy said, they said their goodbyes and started down his journey again. He walked and walked for a while and thought to himself, "What a fine supper I will have tomorrow. Stone soup, soup from a stone, fancy that." The end.
Past and the ones yet to come. May the goddess bring peace and fulfillment to all of her children. And may the God protect and bring prosperity to us all. So mote it be.
Somebody make a rain flowing through the ocean. We all come from the Horn One, and to him we shall return like a flash of flame, ascending to the heavens. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain flowing through the ocean. We all come from the Horn One, and to him we shall return like a flash of flame, ascending to the heavens.
As the Akame is to the god,
So is the cauldron to the goddess, and so conjoined they bring manifestation and blessedness. So mote it be.
Somebody be.
Where the fairies of the light half of the year is the time of changing of seasons. The fairies of the dark half of the year are supposed to take control at this time. But the fairies of the light half of the year do not want to give up their time of growth and prosperity. It is time, the season of the grapes, when the grapes come in the harvest. And it is time to make wine. So this is known as the SDCW Fight of the Fairies. The dark fairies of the dark half of the year, led by this fairy child here, and
Kimmy.
Kimmy, the light half fairies, led by this child over here. We need y'all who want to do in this fight
No, put your
to
glasses. Oh, yeah.
pair up, and you will get the colored ribbon tied to your arm. So those who want to join in the fight of the fairies,
Summer fairies.
Winter.
wait.
Just remember
No
there is
tackling, no roughhousing.
And remember there are kids in the
Remember, kids in the circle. So
children. And they are playing, so be careful.
yeah, and be careful. All right. Are y'all ready? The job is whoever's got the grapes at the end, that group of fairies wins when I call the time. Ready?
Easy.
Ready, Mark?
Summer.
Get set. Go.
No! Grab it! Joe! Joe! You're moving! Joe!
All right.
Restart.
Done yet. ain't done yet, because all you tall people are keeping the grapes away from the little people. Run!
Run, Audrey, run!
Somebody. Take it in a little magic spell here area under my altar. So I take the grapes. I, the god Mabon, show you the magic of winemaking.
Whoa!
There we go. Homina, 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 chicken bone. And we have wine. No. That's not wine. We don't do that one. Okay. Let's try this again. Here we go. Homina, homina, homina. Here we come. Chicken bone. No. Hey, that's a mini me, but yeah, no. We'll get back under here. We'll try it a couple more times. I'm a little rusty. It's been a year since I've done this, all right? All right, one more time. Yeah. Put some extra magic on it. I'm sorry. All right then. I'll just see if I can do one more time.
One more time.
You ain't got to wonder what
One
others
more
do.
time.
All right. One more time. We'll see if we
One
can
more
get it.
time.
Here we go.
Hey!
Huh? Yes. There's an old song goes with that. Will they have Mogan David in heaven? And if they don't, who the hell wants to go? Happy Maybar, everyone.
Happy
Yay!